Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Legendary here. Today we're going to be doing another deck profile. We're going to be doing Mai Valentine's deck from the anime. So, first of all, I'd like to say about this deck is you can't really build her deck. She has like 3 Amazoness monsters. She has multiple copies of the Harpy Ladies, but technically because the Cyber Harpy Ladies are treated as Harpy Ladies always, not just on the hand or field or whatever, they're always treated as Harpy Ladies. You can't add 3 copies of Harpy Lady, the original, and then 3 copies of Cyber Harpy. You can't do that. You can only either add, 3 Harpy Ladies or 3 Cyber Harpy Ladies, or 2 Harpy Ladies and 1 Cyber Harpy Lady, or 2 Cyber Harpy Ladies and 1 Harpy Lady. So you can only do 3. So it makes it very difficult to build her deck, and she didn't use any other Harpy Lady monsters either in the show. So, and then she has 2 copies of Harpy Lady sisters and whatnot, and she just doesn't have a lot to work with. So I kind of had to fill in space. Obviously, she just got some new support recently in the Sisters of the Rose Duelist pack. So those cards are in this deck profile. Also, I had to also add the other Harpy Lady support and other Amazoness support that have come out over the years, except for the cards that came out in Arc 5. I didn't add those because I consider those separate, but you can add it if you think it should belong, but I don't. But anyway, the point is, this deck was hard to build. I kind of had to fill in a lot of spots in this and that. If you wanted just to add 3 copies of like everything she has, you could possibly do it. It wouldn't be very good, but in my opinion, Mai didn't appear a lot. She didn't really duel a lot. She wasn't that strong of a duelist either. So kind of like I did with the Arc 5 decks, where I just kind of filled in the space to make it 40. I had to do the same, and whatever outside support came out for the archetype, I added in there. So it is what it is. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. Sorry for the long ramble. I just wanted to explain what I did with this deck before I started, so you understand why I picked what I picked. But anyway, so for this, instead of going for the original Harpy Lady, I went for Harpy Lady number 1 because it's an effect monster that actually has an effect. So obviously I'm going to run this over the original. I felt bad kind of not adding the original, but once again, it just doesn't really do anything for the deck. It doesn't help the deck get out what it needs. But if you just want to add 1 regular Harpy Lady, then a Harpy Lady 1, and then a Cyber Harpy, you can. But this is good because it gives all wind monsters 300 attack. So if you control 2, which I added 2 in her deck, it'll give all your wind monsters 600 extra attack. So she'll be 19, they'll both be 19 beaters. And then all the other wind monsters you control, the Harpies and stuff, will gain 600, along with the field spell and all that other stuff. But yeah, so 2 Harpy Lady 1s, I added that, very nice there. And then 1 Cyber Harpy, just because it already has a high base attack. But if you want to run 3 Harpy Lady 1s, that's also probably a better idea, because then that means all your monsters will gain 900 attack points. So I would probably recommend that a little bit more. It just feels weird not having a Cyber Harpy in there. She has a good base, strong attack, being 18. So, and then we have 1 copy of Harpy Lady Sisters. She has another one, but I didn't want to clog the deck with too many Harpy Lady Sisters because I wanted to add other stuff to make the deck better. So 1 Harpy Lady Sisters. Then we have Harpy Lady Queen, which searches out the field spell. We have 1 copy of Harpy Dancer. I'm not going to read through all their effects. I mean, you guys should know, or just look it up. We got Harpy Harpist. We got Harpy Oracle and Harpy Perfumer. These are the 2 new ones. Oracle basically special summons itself when you control a level 5 or higher Harpy monster on the field, which is cool. And then if it's normal summon, you can add 1 spell or trap card that lists Harpy Lady Sisters in its name or in its effect from your graveyard to your hand. And this one kind of does a similar thing, where I think this one searches a spell or trap card that has Harpy Lady Sisters in its text and whatnot. And then if you control level 5 or higher Harpy monster, then you could search another card out. So they're both really good in combination with each other, and they're in good combination with this card too, Harpy Chandler, which makes itself a level 7, so that would be a level 5 or higher, which is great, which would help you trigger both of these effects off and stuff like that. So at first I wasn't going to add Harpy Chandler because I felt like she was kind of just, she kind of goes hand in hand with the Xyz monster. I forgot what the name of the Xyz monster was, but I didn't add the Xyz for obvious reasons, because in the timeline, Xyz don't exist in Mai's timeline, so it doesn't make sense. So I thought, oh, what's the point of her effect? But she has other effects that specifically work for like level 5 or higher Harpies and stuff, and so I'm like, okay, at least that effect makes sense. It's not just used for Xyz, it's actually used to help the combo plays for the deck even more so. So I decided to add her too. And she's also in all the artwork for all the new support as well. We got Harpy's baby pet dragon. And we have Birdface here because it searches out a Harpy Lady. And then we got Harpy's Pet Dragon. So I really wish this card did something more. It just gains small amount, 300 attack for every Harpy Lady on the field. I wish it was for every Harpy monster on the field, so it doesn't count for itself. But basically, if you control 4 Harpy Ladies on the field, he'll be 4 times 3 is 12. So it'll be 32, which is actually pretty strong. It's not bad, stronger than Blue Eyes if you're able to get 4 out. And this deck can get that out. I don't know how fast it can get it out. I still have to do more play testing with this deck because I just haven't tested with it much. I still need to practice with it more. I'm definitely not very good with it. I played a little bit with it in Duel Links, but I haven't gotten a chance to really master the deck or even really get a good grip on it at all. So yeah, so definitely I need to practice some more before I won't have too many tips and strategies with this deck profile because I haven't play tested with it enough to really give you good information on it. But if you guys know Harpies, you guys know how it works better than I do, so definitely, you know, just figure out the combos and strategies and maybe teach me some combos and strategies in the comment section below. Like, let me know how Harpy Ladies work and what are some good combos and strategies, because I'm going to be practicing with these cards too, just to see what I can do with it, because we want to do a script with Mai Valentine in the future with her Harpy Ladies, and we want to, there's definitely some strategies and combos that I saw there that I could see, but I need to really like read more and kind of like put it all together. Anyway, to continue with the monsters, sorry, getting sidetracked. We have the Amazoness, half of the deck. We got Amazoness Queen, we got Amazoness Chainmaster, we got Amazoness Paladin, Amazoness Swordswoman, Amazoness Fighter, Amazoness Tiger, and then we got the 2 new support cards that came out, Amazoness Princess and Baby Tiger. So Princess is amazing. This new support card was absolutely amazing. It basically makes it so when it's normal special summon, you could add any Amazoness spell trap from your deck to your hand, and the Amazoness spell trap cards that they made for the new support were all really amazing. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but this card is fantastic. It sets up, it searches, and then it special summons an Amazoness from your deck too when it declares an attack. So this card is just amazing because it searches and it does everything you need it to do. So amazing new support. Baby Tiger is also pretty good too, but Princess is really the key right there. It's the best card there. But yeah, so that's the monsters right there. In the anime, Mai actually only used 3 Amazoness monsters. I think it was Amazoness Chainmaster, Amazoness Fighter, and Swordswoman. Those were the ones that she used in the anime. She might have used Queen, I don't remember, but it was either these 3 right here or these 4, and that was it. She didn't use any other ones, so obviously I had to fill in the space with more Amazoness monsters, otherwise like it really doesn't do anything. But yeah, so it is what it is. She doesn't have a lot of cards. She didn't get a lot of spotlight. I wish she did, but it would have been very helpful if she did. But they gave her more Amazoness support, so I figured, well, if they gave her more Amazoness support, they gave her a Baby Tiger, then I would assume that she would also own Amazoness Tiger and other Amazoness monsters that she didn't get a chance to use because she didn't have enough screen time. I hate when that happens in the show. I really do. I know you guys feel me on that too. But anyway, let's move on. Let's do the spell cards. We got a copy of Harpy's Feather Duster. I think she does own 2 or 3 copies. I forgot. But I'll probably put in the link in the description a link to where you could find Mai's deck, how many copies she runs of different cards and stuff. But I might even bump this up to 2. It's just hard because I had to make space for a bunch of other cards. But this is great. Gets rid of back row, so it's definitely useful. We got 1 copy of Elegant Egoist. She has more copies of that too. She has Harpy's Feather Rest, which is part of the new support card, and Alluring Mirror Split. Harpy's Feather Rest is basically a pot of Avarice for the deck. So it's pretty simple. You shuffle 3 back into the deck to draw 1, and then if you control level 5 or higher, you draw 2. This card is pretty cool because if a Harpy Lady is destroyed by battle, you can special summon another Harpy from your deck, which is great, and then that triggers off some of their effects because some of them have effects that trigger when they're special summoned and normal summoned. And then if this card gets popped, you could search a Harpy monster in your graveyard. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Not bad. Then we got Harpy Lady's Phoenix formation. This is probably your only real big way to get over a large board. Just swarm the field with a bunch of Harpies and then just destroy the board and do a bunch of burn damage. So that card's pretty cool just to get rid of a big board and whatnot. Because your Harpies are pretty weak and they don't do a lot. You could get them to pretty high attack if you have the right combos, but you know, they're just, it's hard to, they don't have a lot of powerful monsters. So having a card like this to just wipe the board and then you attack directly is very helpful. We got Hysteric Sign. This allows you to add Elegant Egotist from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And its second effect is really powerful because if it's sent from the hand or field to the graveyard this turn, you could add up to 3 Harpy cards with different names from your deck to your hand. So that's actually really busted. I can't even believe it has an effect like that, but wow, that's going to come in handy. We got the field spell Harpy's Hunting Ground, and that ends the Harpy Lady spell card support. Then we got Amazoness Village for the Amazoness stuff. We got Amazoness Fighting Spirit, and then Amazoness Call. So this card is amazing because you normal summon Princess, then it search out this card, you activate this card. This is basically an emergency call, but even better because you can search any Amazoness card, spell, trap, or monster. So this card is fantastic. It has a second effect too, but yeah, the first effect is just great, and it's a quick play searcher as well, so that's just really awesome. But yeah, so Amazon's Call is amazing. And then for the last 3 spell cards, we have Monster Reborn, Graceful Charity, and the anime effective card of Sanctity. So that's going to come in handy. You definitely need some draw support to get what you need. But yeah, so that's the spell cards. And then for the trap cards, we have Mirror Wall, we have Hysteric Party, we have Harpy's Feather Storm, we have Harpy Lady Elegance. Basically, this allows you to send one of your Harpy Lady sisters back to your deck, so you can special summon Harpy Lady monsters from your hand, deck, and graveyard, I think, with different names onto the field. And then if this card is popped by an opponent's card effect, you can add a Harpy monster from your deck to your hand. So pretty good, not bad. I like the artwork a lot. I think this should have been like an alternate artwork for Harpy Lady sisters because this one looks so much better than the original, and I feel like they kind of wasted it on this trap card. I like the trap card, but I feel like this could have been a great alternate art for Harpy Lady sisters because the Harpy Ladies are very outdated the way they look, and I would like new artwork for them because that one just looks gorgeous. Then we have Amazoness Willpower and Amazoness Onslaught. Amazoness Onslaught is probably, along with Princess, the best support, and you know, and Amazoness Call is amazing too, obviously. But this is great because it makes it so every time one of your Amazoness monsters attacks, after the battle ends, you could basically banish the monster that you attacked. So that's really strong. I mean, in Duel Links, it was really busted. This is just good because it doesn't target and it just banishes the monster. That alone makes it an amazing trap card. It allows your weak Amazoness monsters to get over really huge monsters and whatnot. So you could even use Swordswoman. I think Swordswoman is the one where your opponent will take the damage. So you could attack with Swordswoman, your opponent will take the damage and then banish that monster that you attacked. Or you could use Fighter and take no battle damage and then banish that monster. So that card is really fantastic. Really amazing trap card. I truly mean that. So busted. And yeah, I don't really have a side deck for you guys, to be honest. I'll just show you other Harpy Lady cards that I have here. I don't have all of her cards, but I'll just show you what I have. I have Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3. I didn't add these 2 in the deck because their effects aren't that great, and I wanted to make a strong one, so I used the better Harpy Ladies, except for 1 because I felt like even though its effect isn't that strong, being able to boost up your weak Harpy Lady monsters, in my opinion, is worth it because you know, they're already weak enough as it is. They need as much attack power as possible because they don't have a lot of attack increasing cards. We got Harpy Girl, we got Dark Witch, Amazoness Archer, Trainee, Sage, Scouts. We got Triangle, Ecstasy, Spark. These are anime cards, Arrow Nail, Rose Whip. I didn't add them in the main deck because all they do is give a 300 point boost. They don't really actually do anything else. They're pretty weak cards. And there are better cards to add in the deck. Grave Armor is really good, but I couldn't find room for it, but you can add it. These are anime cards. All the anime cards for Mai are going to be in the link in the description for you guys to download for free and just print it out. Cyber Shield, another copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, a Harpy Lady Sparrow formation. I wanted to add this in the main deck. I just didn't have room, but this is good because it just makes it so you take no battle damage from a battle involving a Harpy Lady. Queen Spawn and Fiend's hand mirror. Like I said, this isn't a side deck, so this will not be in the link in the description because I'm just showing you what I have here, but I don't have a side deck for her. To be honest, so you guys could just make up your own side deck with that. But yeah, so that's the deck profile for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Mai's deck looks it looks fun and interesting. The combination between Harpy Ladies and Amazonas don't always work out too well. Sometimes you get some copies of Harpy, some copies of Amazonas, and it doesn't always quite blend well together. I wish they also created new support, like in Duel Links, where they gave her skills that made the Amazonas and Harpy Ladies work. I wish they also made spell cards and trap cards in her support that made both of them work well together. So they work really great separately. But it would have been nice if they made cards to make them work together, so that way it doesn't feel like you're getting bad combinations all the time. But I feel like they're still pretty good on their own. You could build an Amazonas deck separately for Mai, because there's enough Amazonas monsters, and the Harpy Ladies you could do it too, but you would have to add multiple copies of certain of her Harpies. It's the only way. But yeah, but this is the way I'm gonna run it, the way she runs it, which is, you know, Harpy Ladies mixed with Amazonas, and that's how she runs it. So, but yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of Mai's deck. Let me know some strategies that you think I should know with the cards that I have here. I'm not adding any outside support. That this generic win support. I'm not doing that. I'm just adding Harpy Lady and Amazonas support. So if you think there's better cards I could have added that are Harpy Lady and or Amazonas related, then you can tell me those, because those are I would actually add in here. But yeah, let me know. God bless you guys. Thank you guys for everything. See you guys in the next video. Gotcha.